Today we're going to be talking about how I developed our customer profile for the Naughty Dog. I'm going to start by taking you guys step by step with everything that I did to accomplish this. Starting with a product, developing the brand, getting as specific as possible, core values and mission, and also being prepared for change. The first thing that you need to start with is you need to start with a product, because if you don't have a product, there is nothing to build your customer around. When it comes to making a product, you need to make sure that it's the absolute best thing that's ever been created. Because with so much, with so many different products out there right now, there's just an oversaturation in every single marketplace. So you really need to separate yourself because there's really no point in actually doing this unless it's the absolute best possible thing out there. Now, after you have the product, and for me, it was a dog bed, you're going to want to develop the brand around the customer. Right? And I just want to talk big picture a little bit first before we get into some specifics. For me, the product that I developed was for myself, fixed a problem in my own life. So when it was coming to how to develop the customer, it was actually pretty simple, where I literally just based everything around myself. So when I was developing everything, it really was very, very simple. I just thought what would be cool and what would I have fun doing. People think that you need to go and have all these different spreadsheets and all this different research and stuff, which, there's definitely a time and place for it. But when push comes to shove, for my brand specifically, it really is as simple as I've just been doing what I think is cool and what I enjoy doing. Now, if it's not you, then this is where the research comes in. Now, when you're researching things, you need to make sure that you get as specific as possible, because even though I developed the brand around myself, I still did my research around people that are similar to me. Things that I looked for is going to be, where do they live? What do they like to do outside of the product that you're doing? Because you want to make sure that you're looking at other areas as well, not just your specific area or niche. You're going to want to do, where do they like to hang out, their age, gender, all those types of things. The more specific you can be, the better you can tailor your product and branding to that person. Now, if you really want to make things a lot easier on yourself, one thing that I did was I developed core values and a mission statement. And what makes this really, really important is that every single choice that you have, whether it's marketing, branding, picking up the trash, right, that you see on the floor in your office or workspace, it all goes back to your core values and mission statement. Everything should be centered in that. So when it comes to marketing, I really believe that people want to support a company that is just more than a product, especially now more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I wanted to, really take something and push what it means to have a company. Are we in this to make money? Yes, 100%. If you're in business and you say that you're not in it to make money, I don't trust you, right? But what people are really looking for, in my opinion, is that they want to be a part of something. So if you can create something that people feel as if they're a part of, you're going to have a lot more success, in my opinion. And you're going to retain your customers. It's going to be cheaper to acquire customers, the whole 9 yards. Building your actual customer profile is going to be a lot easier because you're going to think who aligns with our mission and our core values. It all comes down to differentiating yourself in such a saturated market. For us, it's dog beds. There's not like a whole lot of direct competitors, but the dog bed market is huge. So the easiest way for me to differentiate ourselves is to actually have a mission and a goal that we're working towards, so that when people do buy a bed from us, they feel good about their purchase and then they want to come back for more, and that they're actually supporting something and they're a part of something much, much bigger than just a company. And probably the most important thing to keep in mind, at least for me, because I was not prepared for this, is that be prepared for your customer profile to change over time. You may start in one spot because you think that your customer is one person, but as you start marketing and getting feedback from your customers, what you should be doing, you should be calling, all of your customers and whatnot. At least that's what I did. As you get feedback, it's going to evolve over time, right? And as you get the feedback, you want to implement those changes to an extent, right? Take everything people say with a grain of salt, but they're also your greatest feedback loop. It's probably one of the most vital things and your most valuable resource is your customers, and be able to get information from them. I say this all the time, and this is not my idea specifically, but I really like this, is that perception is reality. You may think that your company is one way, but if your customers think that it is another way, their perception is what is true. And you need to listen to that. So, all in all, your customer profile cannot be a fixed thing in the beginning because it will change. And you have to be open to that change. Don't be arrogant. Don't be ignorant to the fact that you think you know better than the customers, because you don't. When it really comes down to it, we're here to make other people happy and make them feel good about themselves and the purchase that they made. We're there to fix a problem. It's not about you, it's about them.